Arsenal are closing in on one of the biggest signings of the summer after reportedly reaching an agreement with Newcastle United for Brazilian midfielder Bruno Guimaraes. The Gunners are also pursuing ambitious moves for Vinicius Junior and Julian Alvarez, while Mikel Arteta has responded to ongoing transfer speculation surrounding his squad. At the same time, Arsenal continue to strengthen their defensive options, with Aston Villa's Ezri Konsa emerging as a serious target ahead of the new Premier League season. Arsenal have finalised signing of Bruno Guimaraes. According to ESPN Brazil, Arsenal have finalised the signing of Newcastle United midfielder Bruno Guimaraes. The Gunners have been hot on the trail of the Brazil international for the past few weeks, and have eventually reached an agreement with the Magpies for his transfer. Arsenal have agreed to pay £70 million upfront for the 28-year-old midfielder with a further £10 million in add-ons. Guimaraes has had an evident desire to join the Premier League holders, and Newcastle have facilitated the transfer after failing to qualify for the Champions League. Matter of time. The Gunners have had a quiet summer transfer window compared to last year. They have made one new outfield signing in Christos Solis, who has impressed. Solis got an assist in a closed-doors friendly against MK Dons' 3-0 win, and also scored in the 4-1 victory over Girona on the road on Saturday evening. The Greek ace looks a quality acquisition already, but the fans would ideally want more transfer activity as the club seek to defend their Premier League title. Guimaraes, praised as very special by manager Eddie Howe, would certainly be a statement signing for the Gunners. The Brazilian is in the prime of his career and had a brilliant campaign with the Magpies. He notched up 9 goals and 6 assists in the league last season despite missing a couple of months during the second half of the campaign with a hamstring issue. Guimaraes also dazzled with his defensive contributions. The midfielder won 6 duels and 2 tackles per outing with 5 recoveries. He exhibited a tireless work rate. The 28-year-old looks a perfect partner for Declan Rice in the heart of Arsenal's midfield next season, and his leadership qualities should likewise benefit the club. With Rice managing neural hamstring pain, there could be matches next term where he may need to be rested. Guimaraes has shown that he can play as a lone number 6 as well. Hence, he would be a value-for-money signing despite the huge outlay. The inflated nature of the current transfer window means the price is pretty much fair. Arsenal could wrap up Guimaraes' transfer in the next couple of days, with the Times reporting that a medical could be scheduled as early as Monday. Arteta reacts to Arsenal signing Vinicius and Alvarez and selling Gyokeres. Mikel Arteta has responded to questions around Arsenal and their attempts to sign Vinicius Junior and Julian Alvarez, as well as suggestions Viktor Gyokeres could be sold. The final month of the summer transfer window promises fireworks at Arsenal. In an ideal world, the Gunners would round out the window with the blockbuster triple signing of Bruno Guimaraes, Vinicius Junior and Julian Alvarez. The first of those 3 deals is nearing completion, with ESPN Brazil and the Times both confirming a club-to-club agreement with Newcastle for the transfer of Guimaraes has been struck. The Gunners will reportedly pay £70 million plus £10 million in add-ons, and a full agreement on personal terms is already in place. Beyond Guimaraes, Team Talk has been informed Arsenal are confident of striking agreements, both with the player and club, to sign Julian Alvarez from Atletico Madrid. Sporting director Andrea Berta continues to work on that move, and Arsenal are fully prepared to break the British transfer record, £125 million Alexander Isak to Liverpool, to make it happen. Finally, Arsenal are eagerly awaiting the outcome of the crunch talks that will be held between Vinicius Junior, his camp, and Real Madrid this coming week. The purpose of the discussions is to ascertain whether Vinicius will sign a new contract at the Bernabeu. If no breakthrough is made, Arsenal will make their move and are ready to make Vinicius the highest paid player in the club's history, and by some distance too. Of course, completing the monumental triple signing would require Arsenal to balance the books. And per The Independent, one player Arsenal are willing to listen to offers for is striker Viktor Gyokeres. There have also been suggestions in Spain that Gyokeres could be used as a makeweight in the deal that would bring Alvarez over from Atletico Madrid. Arteta reacts to Vinicius, Alvarez, Gyokeres transfer questions. But according to manager Mikel Arteta when speaking late on Saturday night, Gyokeres is certain to stay in North London. Report, potential Arsenal move excites Aston Villa star. Ezri Konsa transfer latest, Arsenal way move as Liverpool monitor situation. Arsenal's search for defensive reinforcement appears to be gathering pace, with Ezri Konsa emerging as one of the most credible names under consideration ahead of the summer window. According to Court Offside, the Aston Villa defender is on the radar of both Arsenal and Liverpool, with the report indicating he would be interested in a switch to the Emirates Stadium. The key issue, as things stand, is valuation. Villa are understood to want £60 million for the England international, a figure that may prove difficult for Arsenal to meet without significant internal conviction that Konsa is the right fit. The interest is real, but so too is the sense that the asking price could yet become a major obstacle. Arsenal transfer plans focus on defence. Arsenal's thinking is clear enough. William Saliba's injury has sharpened the need for reliable central defensive cover, particularly with the new season approaching and little margin for disruption at the back. Saliba has become one of the side's defining players, and any prolonged absence inevitably alters recruitment priorities. In that context, Konsa makes sense. He is Premier League proven, tactically flexible and experienced at a high level. He would not arrive as a developmental project, but as a player capable of contributing immediately. That profile naturally carries appeal for a club trying to protect standards while navigating a demanding schedule. There are, however, alternatives in the frame. Konstantinos Mavropanos has been mentioned as a lower-cost option after West Ham's relegation to the Championship, while Como defender Jacobo Ramon is viewed more as a longer-term investment. Each presents a different type of opportunity, which suggests Arsenal are still weighing immediate readiness against broader squad planning. Ezri Konsa and Liverpool interest adds pressure. Liverpool's presence in the background is worth noting, even if the strongest indication at present points towards Arsenal as the more natural destination. Konsa is reportedly open to a move away from Villa Park, though there is no indication he is agitating for an exit. That keeps control firmly with Aston Villa, who can afford to be patient unless the market shifts in a meaningful way. From Arsenal's perspective, this increasingly feels like a decision over price and priority. Konsa offers assurance, familiarity with the league and the sort of consistency recruitment teams tend to value highly. The question is whether that package is enough to justify £60 million, particularly when other defensive names remain under active consideration. Our view. From an intrigued Arsenal supporter's point of view, this report is easy to understand. Konsa feels like one of those signings who may not generate huge noise at first, but could quickly look very sensible once the season gets going. He knows the Premier League, he is dependable, and he would reduce the anxiety around losing Saliba for any meaningful stretch. The concern, naturally, is the £60 million fee. That is serious money for a player who probably comes in as cover initially, even if he would play plenty. Arsenal have to be smart here because there are multiple areas of the squad that may need attention, and overcommitting on one position can create issues elsewhere. Even so, there is a strong logic to this. The squad already has versatile defenders, but there is a difference between emergency cover and a specialist centre-back you trust in major matches. Konsa looks much closer to the latter. If Arsenal believe he can slot in quickly and maintain the level expected, then the interest is understandable. Supporters will probably be split between wanting a cheaper option and wanting certainty. Right now, certainty feels valuable. If the price can be nudged down, this could become one of the more sensible moves of the summer. Arsenal's summer transfer strategy suggests the club is determined to build a squad capable of competing on every front. Bruno Guimaraes' expected arrival would significantly strengthen the midfield, while interest in Julian Alvarez, Vinicius Junior, and Ezri Konsa highlights the club's ambition. Whether Arsenal can complete these blockbuster deals before the transfer window closes remains to be seen, but the Gunners appear ready to make a major statement as they prepare for another Premier League title challenge.